Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the final video, part 5 of our Chapter 2 test, we're going to focus just on domain. Now, the domain are the x values that do not make the equation undefined. So we're trying to figure out the danger numbers in each of these problems. Now, what is a danger number? A danger number in this chapter, since we're only in Chapter 2 here, is a number which makes the problem divide by 0. As we know, x divided by 0 is undefined. The answer is not 0. You're thinking of like 0 divided by x. Now that's 0. That's a definable answer. 0 divided by anything is 0, but x divided by 0 is undefined. So we need to figure out when that would actually happen. So let's look at the f of x and then g of x. Let's add them together. So this is what the equation is going to look like. All right, so the only thing I really have to consider is that this x right here, if I plug in a 2 for that x, I will then get 2 over 0 plus 4 plus 3. Now that's if I plug in 2 for every instance of x, but if I do so, I then get 2 divided by 0, so this will make our answer undefined. So what this means is that our domain for the problem is going to be Alfred Hitchcock little parentheses here, x knocking on the door. It's going to be real, and x cannot be equal to 2. All right, so there is my domain for the functions f plus g of these two functions. Now, right down below, I don't want to kind of move the I don't want to move the screen because then it will like erase what I've gotten, but we're going to f times g. So I'm going to kind of drag that over here just to give us a little bit more room here on the same screen. So this is going to be our x over x minus 2 times the quantity of 2x plus 3. And this is going to give me my same danger number. See, I'm only focusing on the x in the denominator. All the other x's are really, I mean, they're just not important. So if I plug 2 into this equation, then I get 2 divided by 0 times the quantity of 4 plus 3. So undefined times 7, because really that's what this is. Undefined times 7 is undefined. So like in the previous problem, my x is knocking on the door. X can be real, but x can't be equal to 2. So any real number but 2. Now we're going to move on to the next and the more difficult problems here, because we have f divided by g and g divided by f. Now let's take a look at both of these here. F divided by g would be taking my f equation, which is already a fraction, and dividing it by 2x plus 3. So we got to find our danger numbers here. And then also here, this is my g divided by x, 2x plus 3 divided by x over x minus 2. So here's the real tricky part. We have to see when the denominator, any denominator at all, would be 0. And I think what you're going to focus on is this x, which we can find the danger number by saying, well, 2x plus 3, that denominator cannot be 0. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides to find my danger number here. Divide by 2. X is equal to negative 3 halves. So x being equal to negative 3 halves, this means that we have this danger number right now. Therefore, this is an exclusion. X cannot be equal to negative 3 halves, but there's another one there too. There's another, look, here's another denominator. So if I plug a 2 in for here, I then get another division of 0 error. See, you can have a denominator of the entire problem, but you can also have a denominator of the numerator, and so you have to think of those, both of those exclusions. So my domain is going to be x knocking on the door, where x can be real, except x cannot be equal to 2, and x cannot be equal to negative 3 halves. It doesn't matter the order that you write these down, but you do need to write both of them down. Now here, you'll notice that this numerator here doesn't have a denominator, so there's nothing to worry about up here. But these, look, I've got 2 denominators here. Now you might not say, but Anderson, this numerator isn't a denominator, but it's in this denominator down here. So if I turn this into a 0, then the whole thing gets turned into a 0, then I have division of 0 error. So my danger number is positive 2, and my danger number is 0, because I can turn this whole thing into 0, and then that would mean division of 0 error. So, x knocking on the door, x can be real, but x cannot be equal to 0, and x cannot be equal to 2. Alright, woo! That was a little tricky, right? But it was a short video, and you're out in a little under 6 minutes, so thank you for watching.